My name's Christopher Prest and I'm studying Multimedia Development at UCLan.
My name's Chris Woodhouse. I'm currently studying multimedia computing at the University of Central Lancashire.
I came to UCLan because they offered the course I was interested in, which was Multimedia Development. And also I had been to this university on an open day and I was really impressed with the facilities.
The main reason I chose UCLan as university is it was very close to home, offered a bit of a safety blanket in case I made the wrong decision or I didn't enjoy being away from home. And also I'd heard that it was kind of growing in prestige. It also offered exactly the same course that I wanted to do, so it was a perfect choice.
Multimedia development covers all sorts of different multimedia. For example, I deal with video, Flash, Photoshop, so it's something that really captured my interest.
The main reason I chose multimedia development is I've always been interested in computing. That's something I've done from a young age. It was sort of the only thing I was really good at school. I didn't really get my head down, but I absolutely loved computing and design. So when I heard there was a multimedia development course, it was looking into programs that I'd always wanted to use to develop applications and things. So I came for an open day, had a bit of a chat about the course, and then when I found out about the modules, I decided that was the best course for me. In terms of the course, the learning resources, obviously everything gets put online, so that's quite handy. So you've always, if you do, for example, miss a lecture through being ill or whatever, everything will be there still. Obviously it's not as comprehensive as if you do come in and take the lecture because you can take your own notes, but everything's always there. Tutorials get put online, and there's also a really cool kind of feature that you get free Microsoft downloads to a certain extent, so they can help you with your course. Obviously that could be quite expensive software, and obviously lecturers are there all the time. Especially you always have a personal tutor who's your tutor for the whole year, and he will always make time for you, and he's helped me quite a lot through my whole time at university, to be honest.
At UCLan they've got a 24-hour library, so that's really handy in case you leave things till the last minute and you can stay in there all night. And also you've got 24-hour access to the computer labs as well. That's really handy.
Primarily it is an iPad application which acts as kind of like a musical composition maker. I'm really big into music, so I thought that would be the best thing to do. It basically acts as kind of a loop wall, so you can turn buttons on, turn buttons off, and it makes loads of kind of funky sounds.
For my third year project, I'm actually doing a music video. I'm focusing more on adding in the effects post-production. So for my music video, I've got a segment where the main subject looks down at his arm and then his arm opens up and he's got this robot arm inside. Before I started university, I had no idea how to do any of this, so I've learned so much in my time here, and it's just, the time's gone so fast as well. I can't believe I'm at the end of my journey.
To be honest, when I first came, I thought I'd be web development kind of based, but after learning Adobe Flash and getting quite confident in it, I've decided that is definitely where I'm going to take my career. Unfortunately, job-wise, it is hard to get into. I've had to develop my own portfolio, but I've had quite a lot of interest. I've got a few interviews lined up, and hopefully can find something to get my teeth into when I finish university.
There are always staff on hand to offer you advice, and there's a department called Futures, and Futures will help you gain the skills to find employment. For example, if you need help writing a CV, you can just go to them, and they'll offer workshops on how to write the best CV.
In terms of my actual future within the industry, I've decided that I'm definitely going to proceed down the application development route, so Adobe Flash applications for iPhones, iPads, things like that. It's just something that I've found really interesting and just kind of clicked for me. Started to really understand it. So I've been applying for jobs, I've had a bit of interest, and hopefully one of them comes off and eventually I will get myself the job that I want.
I applied for some graduate schemes in order to have employment for after I finished university, and I've been quite lucky that I've secured a place on the Marks and Spencer's IT graduate scheme. So in September I will be working at their head office in London. The advice I would give would just be to go for it. I'm a mature student. I've had a job before university, and what I found was that more and more employers are looking for candidates with degrees. So I think if you've got the drive to do it, then and you've got the opportunity, you should go for it.
For someone who is like pursuing an interest in like computing, if they are only at high school age, I would say just come to university. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Not just the work, the people you meet, everything. It's just brilliant. And it's so wide and varied that there's a course for everybody, and you can kind of mix and match it. You can kind of just do what you want, really. I mean, I started off on an open route computing at the beginning, which was I picked my own modules, so I've tailor-made the course that I wanted. So anyone that's worried about or they don't know whether they're going to enjoy it, it's up to you whether you enjoy it or not, and it's up to you what you pick. So I'd just say go for it.